Hello and welcome back to EVO Japan 2020. I'm Ultra David.
I am Logan Sama.
And we have the end of the second round of pools for you right now, the very end of that. And then after that, we're going to get into the third round when the pools get pretty beefy.
Yes, so we're working our way down from 380 odd into 96, I believe. And that is 96 very, very good players from what we've looked at. A couple of upsets already. I'm just browsing through the brackets. We saw Daigo was sent to losers by Naun.
That's right.
Who you saw earlier yesterday.
Yep, we did, yeah, the second-ranked player on CFN. But we're going to be starting with, like I said, the end of round 2. So up first, we're going to have Uiri versus Fujiwara. And I hope that this is the Third Strike Dudley player.
The Pink Dudley.
That is my hope. I don't know if that's true. If you know at home, let me know. I would love to know. But that's my hope here. And then there's 3 other matches that should be here to close things out. It might be Hayao, the Third Strike Hugo as well up in
We're
this
just
mix.
running the gamut of Third Strike legends.
I'm happy to see it. I'm happy to see it. It is true, actually, that Third Strike players didn't really play SF4, didn't really play SF5 in the beginning, and more players now from Third Strike are picking up SF5 as the game has sort of developed. Personally, as a Third Strike head, I feel like there's a lot of similarities between the two, and those have been sort of accentuated as the game has developed.
In what sense?
I would say that the footsies seem quite similar. The way the focus on hit confirming has become very similar. Yeah, the way the dashes work is quite similar. Obviously, there's no parry, but in Third Strike, there's not really invincible moves. Some DPs are invincible. You have some supers, but other than that, it's not really about like taking turns in that way. Backdashes aren't invincible, right? So I feel like there's a lot of similarities in the way that the games play. Obviously, many differences too. But if you're somebody who is a Third Strike player, I understand more why you would gravitate toward 5 than 4 if you didn't gravitate toward 4. Anyway, we'll see if that's those two. And we're gonna move over here.
Okay, into our first match of the day here on stream for Street Fighter 5, of course. Thanks for joining us here on EVO 2. I believe the Sam Show finals are on EVO 1 at the moment. Of course, you can find Smash at all times on the EVO 3 stream. We will be moving on into round 3 after the next couple of matches, but we are closing out the last few names to progress out of round 2. 1,400 signups, I believe it was.
You're right.
It was
almost 15.
Obviously, a lot of DQs have happened. It's free sign-up, so a lot of people signed up and didn't show up, but there was a lot of people here, and you will certainly see as we move into round 3 just the saturation of high-level players that are here. Certainly missing, some of the Western players didn't travel, maybe taking some of that much-needed rest in the off-season. It's a big old journey to get here from Europe and North America. There's a couple of representatives, notably Shine and Joey are out here as well, but yeah, we're pretty much focusing on the Japanese and Asian players at this tournament, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they bring in. Some of those, we mentioned Naun earlier, some of those online monsters that we don't really get to see to travel to along these world tours, but they always come and represent these big Japanese events like EVO Japan and Tokyo Game Show Japan Cup as well. But we're going to get into our first match, and it's going to be Yuri against Fujiwara. If any of you old men or old women on the stream remember watching any of those DVDs, those import DVDs, if you recognize that face, let us know if it is Fujiwara, the Third Strike Dudley player, in the chat.
Yeah, I don't know him by face. I'd love to know.
I just know him by getting gripsed by the Makoto.
Oh man, the classic clip of the double perfect, yeah. What a game. My favorite, but it's pretty wild, I'll admit that. Yeah, just waiting for the players to get into this.
Yeah, I believe we're going to be running Street Fighter 5 on this stream until the close of today as well. 3 blocks back to back to back, so we obviously have to get our numbers all the way down to 8 because it will be top 8 tomorrow on the main stage. So we have to whittle these players down. So we're going to be bringing you as much action as possible. And of course, you can update yourselves on Smash EG. We'll try and keep you updated as well. Dave has the screen in front of him with the brackets. But please, at home, do check out smash.gg. Hit that search button, look out for EVO Japan. You can see how the brackets and pools are progressing. Follow your favorite players' fortunes.
A lot of fun matchups, especially as you said, as we get into that third round.
We had some really good character variety yesterday. I don't know what it was like for your block.
It was good, yeah.
We had a ton of interesting character variety.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Bit of a change from the last game that was
well, you can't win them all. But yeah, it's very interesting to see the character selection here. Of course, it's quite different in different parts of the world. It's always been that way, right? Like each region has had its specialties. And here we saw on our block a couple of Fangs, a couple of Eds. Very rare to see those characters.
Do you know what?
in the
We
US.
actually had an Ed and Fang match as well on our pool.
There you go.
What else did we have? We had a Laura mirror match, which is very rare in Asia. Not a character that is used a great deal, but it was on there as well. So yeah, interesting to see. And of course, there's a few of the top players that have been trying out and putting some work into some new characters. We'll see how invested they are in terms of competitive play.
Right.
But we've got Bison and Akuma, two characters that we are very familiar with.
Both still very good.
Yep. I mean, a lot of the Akumas at a high competitive level have abandoned. Tokido has been putting loads of time into Urien and also Chun.
That's right.
Enel, I think, has moved over. I think Haitani, Haitani's been trying out Laura as well.
That just fits so well.
Yeah.
That fits perfectly. That makes sense to me. Even if Akuma was still the best in the game, I think he should be playing Laura. Just fits him. So, okay. It'll be the Dictator and Akuma. Look at these colors we got.
Yeah, making the most of that Champion Edition. Accessing those colors and those costumes. This was a good matchup for Bison, and I believe it's only got better.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, Akuma's a little bit worse. I guess, to be fair, Bison got some nerfs too. A little bit less range on some stuff, a little bit more whip punishable. But still, super strong. I think most of us early in the season would say that he's in the contention for top tier. And both players seemingly pretty content to hang out for the most part. Even this is pretty light pressure as Bison. Not taking many big risks. Look at this. Look at the economy of buttons. I feel like all that Fujiwara has done is throw red fireballs. I think he's jumped twice.
I mean, he's not making the most of the... Oh, there we go. Catch from the air fireball. Tsurugi and backdashes immediately. Catches in the air with a head stop.
Give him the horns.
Mess with the ball.
Good old Texas Vega.
There you go. Fujiwara not really making the most of these whiff buttons where you're either a lot more whiff punishable. That's damn fierce. The range reduced, and there is a big old hurt box to clip. Oh, what a jump to the
That was
hurry.
perfect. Looks to activate here.
Activation.
And he can seal it if he wishes with just chipping it out. That's what he's going to do. That's fine. And I feel like that's very in keeping with the rest of that round from Fujiwara. It was just a slow round for him. Didn't really make big bets.
Yeah, not a lot of overextension.
Yeah.
Happy to let certain things go as well. Didn't want to risk anything, and absolutely no risk there at the end.
Right. Oh, he's being a little bit more active. No, okay, shut down again. And as soon as that happened, okay, backstop. Ooh. All of a sudden, he's found all these timings, and Uiri's in trouble.
Oh, wow, stuffs him. One more guess. There's the stun. That's going to be the first game for Fujiwara.
What a different round that was.
Yeah, just put his foot down, right?
It
Started
really
going in. The dashes got to pay off.
Goki wins.
First round, really just about maybe understanding what his opponent wanted to do, getting a read on the timings and the distances and all that sort of stuff. And then once he felt like he had the read, he went in.
It's a loser's match, so of course you don't want to be overextending yourself and taking risks you don't need to in this tournament. As difficult as this tournament is already. No counter hit conversion there. There you see the whiff punish on the Psycho X. That was already reasonably whiff punishable anyway.
Look, if you're whiffing down
punish.
for Fierce, it's your bad. You know what I mean? How do you whiff that button? Pretty light stuff. Just shutting things down, but ever so slightly.
That's a decent trade for Yuri.
Again, very slow, hanging out. That's a lot of chips to just be taking. Okay, jumps this time. Oh, I love the stolen turnaround. There's so many frames.
It's a good V reversal.
And this time, Uri just blocks it out. He got hit a bunch last time. Here it is.
There we go. Does get the counter hit conversion this time. There's the string. Steals frames again.
Hey, what a jump! It's been perfect. Both times there have been command grabs, there have been jumps from Fujiwara.
Yeah, 0 success rate. Oh, he thought he was going to get the V-gates for that V-trigger activation. He wasn't there. Oh my days, the cross-up.
Let's go, get Tricky Eye!
Oh,
punish, please!
that.
All right, well, it was enough.
Round 2.
A miscalculation there from Fujiwara. Didn't get the V-gauge that he needed to get that activation. Wow. Clear with punish. Nice.
Here we go. Wow. Okay, the range on back fierce came to the rescue. Yo, he walked forward.
Yo, and press low forward. It was like he walked forward and pressed a 3-frame.
Right.
But I suppose if Bison can just do like +1 into Psycho Axe again, then anything's possible. Right, nice. Back fierce, anti-air. Looking for a throw bait, didn't come. The X-Blast on the screen, he blocks that nicely.
Knockdown here from Fujiwara, but nothing. Neutral jump. Here it is.
You gotta watch those ankles.
No, not too far for the combo. But he's a big threat right now.
Oh, that should be
what a call. Is that enough? Should be.
Yes, it is. And again, no risk taken. Cashing out. Spend it now. Make more later. Fujiwara moves into set point, looking to advance into round 3.
I like more and more of what Weary is doing, but that slide right there just got called out. Okay. Opens the door. Doesn't give him the horns this time. They're just both content to hang out. I like that sometimes. There's really not much need to go in, and especially if you're Fujiwara, you already have the life lead. You know, you're up in the set here.
Significant life lead now.
Yeah, and built it without doing anything crazy.
Okay.
Here's the plus.
Oh, them plus frames.
That was probably a jump. Got caught, but nothing too big out of it.
Nice jump back hand to hand. That's very reliable. Oh!
Okay,
and the cross up tings in the corner. Yuri staying in the set.
Vega wins.
Nice comeback.
Yeah, and thinking back to the previous round, but for that slide that he tried that got called out with the jump back, I kind of liked what he was doing in that round anyway. So as this set goes on more and more, I think that he's looking strong.
Yeah, I think the strongest round we've seen from Fujiwara was he's a lot more aggressive. There we go. More like this. Take the Oki.
Yeah. And he goes for the grab. Where was this?
You are guaranteed a Demon Flick grab once in a set. Always, without fail. Throw will take it. No, backs off. And he's out of there. That's such a good use of that one bar.
Right.
Any sign of daylight.
There it is. What a round from Fujiwara. And he might have thought back and had the same kind of thought process that you did. When did I do well?
Yep.
Right, and it was the end of the first game in that last round when he turned it on. Did it again, and it worked great.
Yuri's starting to put more normals on the screen now. But that is a bigger risk for Bison this season. He's not able to just throw those out with impunity. There is a risk involved in being with punished. High block on that. Oh, the cross counter. Here we go. Dash up. Oki again. Low forward. Taking his turns. Double knees.
Okay, 2 of them, huh? How many? He tried for 3. Come on, buddy. No block confirm, and it ended up being all right.
No. That walk-up medium punch ended up being an overhead, but the activation stations.
Fujiwara's out of there.
Fierce?
And you can see how he's trying to call out a slide. He's trying to call out a cycle with those neutral jumps.
Waste the EX bar there. Doesn't really need to put that out on the screen.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Backs off. Nice spacing.
There it is. Okay, very good that he could dig from that time. Missed it previously. Oh no,
that's it. Yeah, DPCA, and that is it. Unfortunate from Yuri, but Fujiwara will take that gift horse and advance into round 3.
Goki wins.
Nice work. So he does qualify out of that pool, the second round of pools. He has moved forward. So qualifying from that were Ryusei and Garu, and then also Fujiwara. It's 3 out even right now.
Yeah. So they're still progressing 3 out in each round. So round 1 was 3 out, round 2 3 out as well.
Exactly, exactly. So coming up next, we're gonna have LSF PGW Hayao. I hope it's Hayao, the guy who I know. And then it's AMG Usama is gonna be the opponent.
Okay.
Losers as well.
Yeah, last couple of qualifications. I think there's 2 more qualification matches,
yes.
And then we'll be advancing into round 3. You'll be seeing some more of the familiar names that you're used to seeing at these events. But yeah, we're enjoying some of the action on show, some opportunity for some new faces, some new names to break out and show us something exciting.
That seems to happen each year here at EVO Japan. Think back to last year when Powell got top 8. I think he ended up getting 3rd, if I recall correctly. But
I mean, even in 2018, Powell did really well. I think he got a shock result against Takedo in
that
pools.
sounds right. Yeah,
in 2018, I remember seeing that.
Yeah. So, I mean, certainly that can happen again.
Kindevu's Sakura in 2018 as well, when literally no one was using the character as well.
Exactly.
He almost got, I think, got 9th that year in 2018 as well. So not much of a new name, but certainly an unrepresented character in 2018. So
for sure, yeah.
There's always some cool stuff.
There are so many hidden killers in Japan. It's like we've always known.
Yeah.
And even in games where people do travel a lot, Street Fighter V is an example, right?
Yeah.
There's so many people traveling all the time from Japan. We still do not get to see a pretty significant chunk of the talent in this country, just because it's difficult to travel, right? I mean, it's very expensive, it takes time.
And the holiday as well, like I get 2 weeks, I think, 2 weeks a year of holiday. So you think about it, you're going to travel to America, that's going to be a travel day, that's going to be 3 days for the weekend and a travel day back. That's half your yearly allowance gone.
For you, 2 weeks vacation is actually really bad. I understood. The further you went into that joke, I understood the context of you being from the UK, where having a guaranteed 2 weeks vacation is actually terrible.
Horrendous. I could never.
From my country. Wow, 2 weeks? Can you believe they just give you 2 whole weeks to go away?
Come live in the UK. Free healthcare as well. It's great.
Yeah, this looks like Hayao. Cool. So Hayao is an extremely strong Hugo in 3rd Strike, and known for fantastic execution.
Okay.
Amazing ability to do 720s, standing 720s. His parry game is just about unparalleled.
I'm very interested to see
parry
who he's
into 360, parry into 720. He's got that all on lock.
Very interested to see who he's going to be using. Who do you think?
I just feel like Guy fits. You know, I don't know how you play Hugo in 1 and then not Zangief. Maybe Abigail.
Abigail's not really like Hugo. I mean,
no, it's different. You're right. Yeah, for sure. In Season 3, I felt like the 2 characters were very similar, but then after the changes to both of them over the last couple of years, I think that they're pretty different for sure. But I feel like it's going to be one of those 2 big bodies. I'm hoping it's Geef, you know me.
Yep. He's definitely a bit more viable now as well. Certainly not a character you talk about as being top tier material, but certainly playable. I mean, it was playable last season. Kichikamu doing such great work. Let me try one of these G-Zone energy beverages.
Do it.
And crack it open.
Yeah, I do think that Geef is in a pretty good spot. He still has some matches where he struggles, but those are relatively rare. Dalsum and Poison and Menat are just not very common characters. And in V-Skill 2, he now has a move that, you know, doesn't win those matches for him, but that makes them more viable.
The super kick.
The super kick. And it's so cool looking.
Yeah, I like the fact he can dash cancel that as well. So you're not committed to it. It's pretty cool.
Zangi!
There we go.
Zangi, baby.
Nakali's kind of tough for him, right?
You know, I've gone back and forth on that. I personally have found that it's tough, but I've heard that the strongest Geefs think that it's match that Geef actually does win.
Interesting. Parry, probably better range in neutral as well, I guess.
Yeah, so you can do V-Skill against Nakali's V-Skill. You can actually do forward medium kick on reaction to Nakali's V-Skill to get over it. Yeah, if you're super strong. And then his footsies kind of outrange Nakali's footsies. But at the same time, Nakali's got great anti-airs and great pressure, so it's hard to say that anybody really beats him that badly.
I didn't see what V-Skill Nakali was using. I want to see some puke.
Oh, and this actually may be a matchup where that's okay. I mean, I think that one's pretty sick anyway, but this is a match where Geef is... That man's not moving. He's not going to catch you. If you want to puke across... Oh, well. Okay, we're not going to see it. He's going to go to zone him out with V-Skill 1.
Nice anti-air. Oki, wow, opens up with a command grab in the first Oki situation of the set. That's what I like to see. Ooh, get scooped in between.
I guess that's kind of like a parry. Yeah, I hadn't really... I mean, sure, it's not like a novel idea, but it fits even more with Hayao now that I think about it. So this is why I think that it can be tough for Geef to the extent that it is. It's just the zoning of V-Skills and then occasionally like a stand around us or occasionally a dash. Dragon Punch anti-air.
activates, and now that dash is an even bigger threat.
Hey. Oh, that was actually a big chance. Hayao did not quite take it. That little blue man bopping around. Head banging.
Offering that medium punch.
And look at Hayao just waiting here. Shown he is not afraid to do that. And continues to go in.
Yeah, but now he's backing off, and I like that. He's taking his life lead. All he needs is the one more touch.
Excellently played in the Kali round, gotta say.
Yeah, so difficult to deal with that dash. And when you're focusing on trying to work your way in as a slow-moving grappler, there we go. Dash pays off, though.
Oh, those are definitely buffered in the 720. Let's keep it grounded here. And you saw him. Oh, the call out, Hayao. Not too much out of this, though.
Here's finally a big jump.
Oh, there's going to be super to contend with. Yes.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
One more touch will do it.
Hayao was patient, not for long, and that's going to do it. What a game.
Yeah, unable to deal with that dash. So fast. So far.
It really is. Yeah, it becomes very difficult to deal with.
And I love how Usama's so sparing with it as well, because, you know, when you're looking for the dash, sure, you can maybe react to it. But when it comes twice, maybe 3 times around, so difficult. With a solid zoning game.
Yeah. He's making really good use of Nikali's walk as well. It's not just the dash in terms of movement. Got him. Again, not too much out of this, though. Yeah, just fantastic spacing out of Usama. Slowly whittling away. And the thing is, too, he's building a ton of V-meter at the same time.
Yeah. And how not really showing a representing with a jump either. So,
but no pressure. Yeah, you're right. Look, I understand trying to keep us on the ground because there were anti-airs at the beginning from Usama. Okay, there's a jump. But there's been so few jumps. I don't know, maybe Usama's going to have 100% anti-air rate. Slow down, jabs, and shorts are legit.
Yeah.
That's right, yes, +2. No!
Yeah, that delayed dive kick. He's used that a couple of times.
I mean, just textbook Nikali versus Zangief right now.
This is a real workman-like performance. It's just so efficient. There's hardly any risk being taken. When there are command grabs coming out, oh, immediately with a backlash. When there are command grabs coming out, it's generally light or medium, so there's not like a terrible situation afterwards. Oh, that was a great way coming backlash. The hard read.
Wow, okay. Went in for the grab. There's a super to contend with. He doesn't care. Usama still going in against the Geef.
I mean, Usama can afford to take the super and the follow-up afterwards. A lot of life left.
Oh, this is a big one.
There we go. Finally gets him, but no.
He would activate. It was a guaranteed activation spot. Could have had Roundhouse right into it. Maybe it mixed at that point.
Got the corner.
Hayao backs off. Trying to anyway.
Yeah, the raw activation now gives you the threat of the medium punch cancelled into the slash at all times. Don't need the charge for it.
Any of this is for the kill.
And that dash range. Half screen dash.
Huge
chance! Oh, that was SPD!
Hayao missed an SPD. I actually can't believe it. Hayao missed a 360 input. Unbelievable.
And he is high out of the tournament now. Usama advances into round 3.
Super impressive performance. Just the spacing was great, the timing was great, his mix-ups were excellent. He showed right off the bat that he was okay with going in for the command grab even against Geef. And then when Geef had super, he was still going in, not afraid of that stuff. Everything he did felt like it was what he needed to do.
And also, he guessed well on his own defense. He backdashed a couple of SPDs himself a few times.
That's right.
And very solid in terms of the anti-air situations. Maybe a couple of openings there that Hao could have gotten more out of. You pointed out there was a situation where he got the jump in, could have got the activation, and led to a mix-up. And really, I think Geef lives or dies on getting those mix-ups running, you know, in this edition of the game, certainly. He's just not threatening enough in that neutral situation. He needs to be putting you on your back and getting into those +2/+2 situations.
Right.
He just wasn't able to get it running, and
almost never happened.
Yeah, and Usama was able to just back that and just really dictate the pace of how that match went.
100%. Yeah, super, super strong stuff. So that means that Usama qualifies for the next round, for round 3, which again we're going to get to pretty shortly. We only have one more match. This is going to be Team IXA Storm.
Oh, the big boys on stream keep coming.
Versus Uply Network Herschel.
I wonder if this is going to be an Abigail or a G performance from Kubo.
We saw him on stream during the block that I did, and he played Abigail during that. But it could be a matchup-based thing. I gotta tell you, either of those characters are fantastic choices this season. You just can't go wrong.
I mean, G... he didn't go under the radar. He submarined.
Right? I don't know how they missed
patches.
They buffed him. They buffed G.
He needed more health and stun. He needed all of it. Give him all of it. Present of the earth.
He has a low into a link now. Doesn't even require a counter hit. Come on.
That V-Skill 2 in the Geef matchup as well is ridiculous.
It is pretty tough to deal with,
It's horrible.
It's pretty tough.
I mean, that was a hard matchup anyway.
It was, yeah.
But now that you can't even knock him down and get him out of level 2.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. There are some saving graces in that. If he uses V-Skill 2, it means his damage output's a little bit worse.
Yeah.
He doesn't control the stage quite as well, but...
Doesn't really need that. He can just projectile.
Right, exactly,
It's horrible. Anyway, we'll see who Kubo uses. And Herschel, player that I don't know, but he's got a very nice esports jersey on. The Uply Network.
I've seen Herschel before, and I don't remember which character he used. The only thing is that I thought it was hilarious that he has the name of an old Jewish man, but then somebody pointed out to me that there's like an anime where Herschel's a big character. So that could be the origin of his name. I was very curious at the time. So Abigail, and could be Ken.
Looks like it
just hasn't moved.
Yep.
Ken. What do you think about this?
I think this has always been reasonably even, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Ken Jump Fierce is pretty good. It's difficult for Abigail to be ready for that at all times with a reliable answer. And then once he gets the knockdown, Abigail doesn't really have great answers in terms of dealing with Ken's looping Oki. So I think this is pretty even.
Okay. And it's V-Skill 1, it seemed, for Abigail. I haven't seen the tire yet on stream.
Yeah, the parry. I mean, even though... So the parry is kind of risky against Jump Fierce because he goes underneath it. So you Jump Fierce on his head, he parries, and then he goes underneath and doesn't turn around.
Funky. Okay, starting it off well.
Yeah, the buffs there of the standing medium kick target combo.
Woo!
And here, this is going to be a tough situation for Abigail.
Wow, what a call.
Woo!
Wants the corner. Here it is, the grab again.
Word. Everything's working here for Kubo.
Great reaction. Wasn't Herschel winning this? Here he is.
Nice Oki again. Uh-oh, this is going to hurt.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to hurt. Level...
Oh, and the correct... Not whiff punish. That could have been big.
Yeah.
Could have been the round right there.
Yeah, he does get the I think it's level 2 Metro Crash after that.
Yeah, he can do that now. He just was going for the unblockable. Not enough. That mountain still leaning forward.
Yeah, that V-Trigger gone now. Oh, no.
Oh, okay. I do think that's pretty hit confirmable, the crouching medium kick. For Abigail.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, no.
So at least this happened like between rounds. At least you could say that.
I think that's Kubo's.
I don't know. We'll see what their decision's going to be on this.
It's down to the judges. by the strict letter of the law, you forfeit the round if that is a stick malfunction. There's no, I'll take it. That it should be just taken from you.
Definitely. But on the other hand, the round just started, and I feel like there's an argument to be made where it's like, it's not mid-round that should be changed, right? Or that should be forfeited.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see what they choose to say about that.
We'll see how strict the law is going to be applied here.
Yeah. I think if I were the lawyer in this case, I would argue that there should be
leniency from the judge.
Some leniency, yeah, exactly. You got to have a little bit of room for interpretation.
Community service, maybe.
Yeah. Oh boy, give him community service just for playing Abigail this season.
Yeah. He wasn't using V-Skill 2, Your Honor.
Right. Yeah.
He's a stand-up guy. All right, what's happening? It looked like they went completely out of the game.
It does look like that.
I have no idea what's going on.
Well, we'll try to find out for you.
Yeah. Guys in production are going to get an answer for us, hopefully from the judges, and we'll find out what's the situation.
What do we got? Okay. Herschel gets the round. Again, yeah, that's not up to Herschel, and it should never be. The rule, as you said, is that the person who pauses loses the round. It should be up to the players to decide.
And this is a loser's bracket match, so Storm Kubo is staring down the barrel of elimination.
You know, I really would have said coming into this that I would have expected Storm Kubo to make a pretty good run. He's looked really strong so far. He lost to Yanai, who I don't know.
Okay.
All right, well.
1-0 is the score. Or 1-0.
I know what nil means.
For our viewers at home. Punks always makes fun of me for saying nil.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think nil's all right.
He keeps saying 1-0. Like, we don't say that. It's just 1-0, 2-0.
Round 1.
You know, Herschel lost to Punko, and it could have been an Abigail match in that one, too. I don't know who Punko used, but he does play Abigail.
Fierce DP has got really good horizontal range, so it's actually a great answer, The crouch, Fierce, cross counter run, and the corner pressure again. Let's see if Kubo wakes up with buttons and interrupts this time.
No. But Herschel did back off to a more comfortable spot. And he has done a really good job in the neutral game.
Uh-oh. Jeez, that was clean.
Did you know Ken had a dive kick?
Yeah.
Yeah?
He's had it since season 1.
Wow. Oh, I remember in season 1, I thought they took it away.
Uh-oh.
Trying to hit confirm with that stand fierce right there. Herschel just blocking it up.
That EX Tatsu's still good against characters that kind of predictably anti-air. And again, you see that range of that Fierce DP. Oh! No, that's unfortunate. Jumps forward right at the perfect time, and it looks like Herschel is in the driver's seat.
Ooh, and then reacts to the dash. Absolutely, he's driving right here.
Vroom, vroom.
In control on the left side of the road.
The right side of the road. Correct side.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the left side is the right side.
I see, So maybe Storm Kubo will become a little bit more active.
And again, eating that EX Tatsu.
Yeah, Storm Kubo, I feel like is getting a little bit more antsy. I see him moving more. I see him pressing more buttons.
And it's normally, when you watch Kubo, he is normally the person who is putting the fear of God into his opponent. And like you said, he's looking antsy. He is looking unsure of himself. Good V reversal.
Yeah, get out of there. Herschel pumping a little bit. You can see the down forwards.
Oh my word, that would have been a huge combo as well.
Lovely anti-air. And then extremely light.
Herschel is doing a great job of his air approach, but now he's in the corner. No punish. Oh my, really? What was that?
It was what worked.
You can always punish that with EX Tatsu.
So Storm Kubo now has the life lead, but it's so small. If it's the right move from Herschel.
Oh, he's done it! Oh, and the air approach is what closes it out for Herschel again. That's why he's wearing that jersey. It's the EX Tatsu jersey, lighting up his opponent, and Kubo just couldn't deal with it. He mixed his aerial approach up really well.
Super strong play. And even when it wasn't just the jumping in, he did a great job on the ground for quite a while. He, I thought, backed off to very strong ranges when he needed to. He really played that super well. So unfortunate for Kubo that he lost that one round. But I gotta tell you, the whole rest of the match still seemed like it was very much in Herschel's favor.
Yeah, well, the other 3 rounds were...
Yeah. Nice job. So Herschel moves on, then losers.
And Storm Kubo out in round 2. That is definitely an upset.
Definitely surprised. Yeah, I really thought that he would go farther than that. So that's it for round number 2. You can check out all the results for that on the Smash GG. Just search for EVO Japan 2020. You'll find it all. We're going to start hopping into the 3rd round. And it looks like we're going to be starting that out with Kawano versus Sakagami.
So we are left with 96 players. What drip has Kawano got for us this time? I thought he had enormous hoop earrings in for a second.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of cool. So this is losers. Kawano and Sakagami.
I saw Kawano at Red Bull Kumite wearing like this huge oversized Balenciaga sweatshirt that's probably worth more than I'm being paid to be here this weekend. So I don't know what Kawano does.
Yeah.
But he's doing all right for me.
Well, he's been sponsored by Gachikun. That's cool. And then SSNO Sakagami, who is a
boxer player, right?
Boxer player, Ultimate Grandmaster on the CFN.
Okay. Oh, what?
Whoa, we got a cool one coming up after this.
I didn't know he was here.
You talking about Do?
Yeah.
The matchup after this one is going to be My Wallet Knuckledo versus DNG Nauman.
I did not know Knuckledo was here.
And hopefully we get to see Nauman do work.
Aha.
I know that's what Callisto's rooting for. Actually, he might be rooting for Nauman to get dumped. Just to give himself a little bit more ammo. Anyway, we'll talk about that in a bit.
Interesting to see what iteration of Boxer, because I think there's 3 really viable builds of Boxer in terms of... Oh, we're not going to see it anyway because it's Bison.
Oh, okay.
Picked M. Bison. Oh no, of course M. Bison, we're in Japan. It is Boxer.
Oh, dude, that's hilarious.
I got mixed up.
That's too funny, yeah.
Oh, dearie me. Yeah, so Boxer, I think, has 3 really viable builds. Obviously, V-Skill 1, V-Trigger 1, still really good.
Yeah.
I think V-Skill 2 and V-Trigger 1 is really, really good because the powered up dash straight in V-Trigger 1 are incredible. And, of course, a way more viable V-Trigger 2 with V-Skill 2 as well, and which you're going to see right now.
Ooh, 2-2. Yeah, I really like this.
So
that
there we go.
V-Skill punch, I feel like it's one of the best moves in the game. It's so good. The ability to, at all times, be able to create the juggle, to create plus situation, to not have to do charge. You just do it. Yeah, the corner carry is amazing. It always sets up another one of itself unless you want to get pressure. I mean, the only problem with it is that if you do it, you're not actually in throw range afterward as Boxer. But you still are in range for his other really nice puck almost. Woo, okay.
Oh, it's time to get schmixed.
Getting tricky out here. Under the UK lights.
Oh, tried to interrupt, got hit by the hail, and that should be the round. It is. Even with no bar.
Round 2.
Easily got the kill. So a great start from Sakagami, but Kawano with the V-Trigger comeback.
Just got far Kawano walk. Look at this. Oh, boy. Yeah, walks in for the grab right there.
What's the EX on
I think it's +4. I can double check for you, but I believe +4.
And the normal is what, +2?
+2, yeah. Also, I don't know what he says, but I think it sounds so cool. So V-Trigger 2, as you said, has definitely improved this season. Uh-oh! We might not get a chance to see it. Kawano's in there.
After the reversal, some of this pressure.
He wants to hang on to it. You can see that's the yeah, here it is. Maybe tried to jump. No. Hey, okay. And now look at this positioning after that. He's right there.
Oh my god, that was so deep.
Kawano back in. he finds the hit, it's over.
Nice interruption with the light kick into the target combo. 1 round apiece.
Final round.
Oh, wow. The stars are all being lined up for the stream right now. Oh, you're in for a treat. Here we go. Nice buffer, though, from Kawano. The interruption and the side switch.
Lovely stuff right there. Stun on the grab.
Armbar,
It
yes. Cash out with as much damage as possible.
This is still doable here if Sakagami can find the right moment. Boy, he's just getting harassed. Oh no! What do you want? Here it is. Say what? Yeah, that's +4. Oh, the backdash was perfect.
Call out. And that should be it. It is. Yeah, a little bit predictable on that command grab. The first time that situation presented himself, went in for that command grab immediately, and you kind of sense that Sakagami needed that comeback as well. It's almost a little bit desperate, definitely a bit predictable.
First win for player 1.
It's so hard to resist doing your good thing the first time that you have a chance to do it. But I love the movement out of Kawano. The walking I thought was really cool. I mean, you're accustomed to Colleen dashing around and sliding around, but I like the walk speed from him, or the walk usage from him a lot as well. He can really store a lot of space.
He's got some really good auto spacing stuff as well. Kawano was using that in the block strings, but Sakagami was really patient on defense, I have to say. But went down in the first game. Change of stage, not like in that castle.
No? You don't like the
Well,
Northern
the
Lights
Northern
up in
Lights
England?
that you can definitely see in the
all
United
over the
Kingdom.
place in England, yeah, for sure, dude. They're just a really big solar player that day, that's all.
Maybe it's in, in story mode when Bison's got those weird satellite things.
You know what? We solved it. That's what it is. And he goes in here. Tried to whip punish on the roundhouse.
Oh, and again, the dash up, crash, and medium punch gets a counter hit for Kawano. There's the activation. It's going to hurt. One of the spears. V-trigger is still active.
Oh, keeping it up.
Yeah, life lead. I like that, though. It was a difficult situation to be in. Very likely that Sakagami is going to get another V-trigger. Oh, that would have been the activation. Oh!
Yeah,
with punish.
Yeah.
But not there. Walk in. You said about the use of the walk in, but
Here comes Kawano. Will he grab?
oh, the double shimmy.
Who would not have pressed throw? Don't lie to me. Everybody would have pressed throw.
That was so late. I'd have pressed the button. I'll be honest. Nice anti-air. Uh-oh. Nice corner carry.
And he chooses to do V-skill too. Wow.
Nice buffer on the light kick. So strong.
And he really called out the movement from Sakagami. He knew exactly that Sakagami was going to dash in. That's happened so rarely, I'm impressed. Keep it up, yep. The damage there. And at any moment he could bust out again. You do not require charge when V-skill 2 is active. Just back forward punch.
Oh, no, the jump in. Oh, what an interruption, though, from Sakagami.
Ooh. But no, that could have been the kill. Advantage.
No flinching from Kawano. Pixel life left.
Oh.
Crouch short takes it.
Final round.
All right, Sakagami finding some stuff for himself around
Still
finally.
set point, though, to Kawano.
I can't believe he did it that close.
Nice whip punish that time.
Here's Kawano now. 60% stun.
Uh-oh, that's going to
That
hurt.
is stun. And Sakagami is definitely in trouble.
No bar like that. Just hold the bar. There was a lot of scaling.
Can he find an activation?
No interruption in between that EXL cancel. And there's definitely, I don't know what Boxer can do in between there, but most characters have something that will carry them forward.
Right.
So they can get underneath the hail on that cancel on block.
Yeah, if only Boxer had special moves that like moved him far forward really fast. I mean, I don't know if that works, but yeah, you're right. Most characters do have some option like that. Or many do, anyway. Anyway, Kawano looked great.
Yeah, it was an even opening, but then Kawano kind of put his foot down on Sakagami and just really imposed his will.
Yeah. Yeah, what sticks out in my mind is the movement, like I said. But then on top of that, that he jumped, I think, just a couple of times at range, and that was exactly when there was a dash punch that came from Sakagami. And he did stand short to check a dash one time, and that was the only forward dash that Sakagami did, right? It was that understanding of like what was likely to come out of Sakagami that was perfect.
Yeah, especially after the frustration at those kind of ranges.
Yeah.
Rather than, you know, after reacting to those neutral jumps, rather than throwing out dash straight after dash straight after dash straight, getting in across that neutral zone with a dash was something that predicted was going to come, and it did. The buffer light kick into EX Parabellum, great. The pressure was good. We didn't really see any crazy like Colleen mix-ups. There was no unseeable side switches or, you know.
Hey, sometimes you don't need that stuff.
Yeah, just
sometimes you just play solid. Yeah. Nice work. So coming up next is going to be My Wallet Knuckle Dude from USA. I saw he and his fiance here walking around. That's cool. Congrats to them.
I didn't know he was here at all.
Yeah.
The little one.
On the way.
And a Nauman, who had a very impressive tail end to last season, putting into work with Sakura. Surprising a lot of people. And traveled as well. Yeah. I was very surprised to see Nauman at Celtic Throwdown in Ireland. Was a premiere, of course, so, but great to see traveling. DNG, it's the same team that Itazan's on, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Sakura. A little bit better.
Not a massive fan of a new V-skill.
No,
if I'm honest.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of that. I mean, it doesn't seem like she's terribly blessed with either V-skill. Well, she got a little bit better combo extension in some ways, right? That's basically it, right?
V-skill 1 got buffed a little bit as well, right?
Did it? Okay.
I think so.
Talk to me, Ryan. What happened?
V-skill 1's a little bit better in V-trigger. Yeah.
All right, so V-skill 2 is used for V-trigger 1. Got it. All right.
Were the people able to hear you at home? Or was that just for our
I think that was just for us. Okay, yeah. But yeah, they made some of her combo routes work a little bit better, right? No? Wasn't that honestly one of the things that they tried to do? But it didn't work, huh? Okay.
Hey, at least they tried for you, right?
He doesn't even want to talk about it. He literally cut us off. Oh boy. If you don't know at home, we got a guy here, Callisto, who would love to use Sakura. That's a good way to phrase it, right? But there have been people who have made waves with that character. And yeah, Nauman is definitely the guy to look for.
He's represented with the most results with her in tournaments.
Sure, yeah.
Shout out to him. Definitely surprised a lot of high-level players last season. I think I saw him beat Takedo, Papa X.
Okay.
Who else did I see him beat last year? Not sure. See how he does against Knuckle Dude's G, though.
This is a character that Du picked up about halfway through last season and added it to the team. And now that, as we said before, G got better, and he was already super good. I would expect a lot of people who kind of had G secondaries last season to just have G mains, maybe with a couple backups with other, for some matchups. It makes sense to me that Du's going here. Very strong character. Great neutral game. Great damage. Fantastic corner carry.
Incredible V-trigger comeback potential.
Yeah, I still feel like V-trigger 1's the best trigger in the game. Super good. Oh,
nice.
What an incredible bait. A little too far twice.
She has got an incredible standing light control.
It's V-skill 2. Hello. Look at this pressure. Now, this is the downside for G. There's nothing that's invincible. He doesn't have any 3-frame buttons. So defense is tough, but it's not over, friends.
Oh, this is going to hurt.
And Du now requires 2 hits to take this game.
That should be it.
Yeah, the round. Oh, it's going to be close.
Nah, that's not bad.
Oh boy, it wasn't enough!
Oh, and the throw clears it out though.
The thing about playing against G is that I feel like you're almost irresponsible if you leave yourself in the corner in that way. Even if you're on offense, you know that you're just one series away from dying whenever against G. Oh no! And Nama's gonna take it. So that was basically round 1 Redux, but
yes.
without the comeback.
Yes, without interruption. At least he's sitting on that bar. Nice, crouch fear still does work.
And that's still one of the best jump hits in the game.
Yeah, there's like no hurt box on that.
So now do with the corner control.
Stand like an interruption.
Yeah, she can bear
Oh,
over.
the same thing
So
as we
cool.
saw in the first round, but there's a big jump in, levels up. No, 12 frames was too long. Woo! Yeah. Yo, that damage is legit.
Right? Look at this character. Oh, that's plus. Got him. No, it wasn't there.
Yeah, the roar activation.
Well, now Do is extremely scary. He may have taken it.
Oh, that's dead.
Oh. Is that indeed enough? It's not.
No, it's
oh,
not.
Norman lives. And it might be tough to. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, wow.
There you go. Wow, what a comeback right there.
I was so busy watching the life bar, I'm not sure whether there was any more damage that he could have squeezed out of that combo.
Yeah, he did kind of a funky choice, didn't he? It was stand strong, stand short, I think is what he did.
I'm not sure. I was literally just focusing on the life bar to see if he was going to be able to close it out. And even when he did cancel into CA, I thought that was going to be enough. But shout out to Season 5 life buffs.
That's true. Many characters got like 25 more health.
That's a nice buffer.
That has been. I can't. That was so sick. That was awesome.
Yeah, that slow projectile.
Harassing a little bit is due. Now he's got corner. Leveling it up. Here it is.
It's the counter hit conversion. Uh-oh. Made the big guess. Had to make the guess because it was a 50-50 for stun in the round. But good self-control from NuckleDu to not go in. We haven't seen Nauman show that reversal either, so...
Yeah, it was great timing on Du.
Yeah, there's a crouch fierce again. Yeah, the great range on that stand light kick. That is -4.
Ah, this time it works out for Nauman. It so
Oh,
happened so often.
no.
Only the short. Yeah, could have been more.
Yeah, it was meant to be stand short.
Right, sure. And now it begins, and trigger's activated.
Oh, what are you standing up for?
Seriously, I mean, you know that there's going to be the low. It's so hard to deal with. You make choices about how to try to get around it, and it sometimes feels like there's just no good ones.
And Nauman, oh my goodness! At least the B trigger's gone.
Oh, Nauman in trouble. It's not enough here.
Kick. Oh no!
What a read on Dude's side, and he just wipes his brow.
Dude is doing so well in terms of correctly predicting the moments in which Nauman wants to break out. Just cracking under the pressure.
Round 1.
I still like a lot of what Nauman is doing. The neutral game's really nice. Okay,
Nice
that was
counter
sick.
poke.
Yeah. Both of them with those very good stand shorts. And that time, Dude did not get baited. So maybe we'll see more straight fireballs now as a way to approach. Yeah, look at this. Ah. The backdash to start things off. And again. Wow, that's great corner carry. Not quite enough. Oh my.
We should get funky combos on him.
There it is. Was it all for naught? Great response. Match point Nauman.
Yeah, the range at which that splash crosses up is very difficult for Sakura to deal with it because her crosscut EXDP doesn't sort of go straight up like maybe Sagat's will. But that, he correctly identified that the range to use the normal anti-air worked. Lock in on wake up.
Great anti-air from Dew, keeping his eyes open. Here it is. Any activation point.
Plus frames, hold that throw.
He's got over it. Oh. And look at Noma now, low blocking for his life. Ooh. Okay. That's a nice conversion. But Dew very much still alive. Whenever that red bar is blinking, you know this character's not dead.
Oh, they stopped the anti-air clean.
And I can't tell if it's a big smile on Callisto's face that he's happy that Nauman won, or is it a big frown because now he's got to admit that Sakura's good.
Well, it was a big sigh of relief on Nauman's face, a big sigh. Whew, as he closed that out. And it looked like NuckleDu had that, he looked like he was fully in control there, but Nauman, that big jump right, looking like a dive kick.
Right?
Just stuffing that anti-air. Maybe saved that right for the end because he was just jumping in normally and Dew was very, very comfortably crouch fiercing and it looked like it stuffed it clean. So
that was back fierce at the very end though, which has a fantastic anti-air hitbox, but the startup is not great.
It certainly isn't 8 or 9 frames.
Yeah. Okay, well that was winner's side, so NuckleDu is still in this thing, but Nauman moves on to the second round of this pool, which is the third round of pools, if that's not confusing. And now Nauman will play against the winner of the next one, which will be Momochi versus FAV Ryusei.
Told you the stars are out
here
at EVO Japan 2020, and we're in round 3, which means that we are really at the nitty-gritty of it. 1,400 entrants, down to 96, and everyone in winners is a killer. You can check it out for yourself on Smash GG at home. But I'm really excited to see Momochi here up on stream. I wonder who he's going to be using. He's using a lot of Ken on his stream.
Has he been playing a lot of Ken lately?
Mainly whilst playing Smash, though. So.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
But Ken's definitely a little bit better this season, but Colleen, I think, is right up there. So it'll be interesting to see who he uses. Cody's actually a lot better this season as well.
That's true, yeah.
But I doubt that's one that he's going to be going for in a competitive setting. So we'll see. We'll see. Ryusei with the Urien.
I would expect still Urien. If you were a Urien main at the end of last season, I don't really see much reason to move. Still super strong. Got better, right? V-Skill 2 seems like it's really strong. Maybe there's still some matches where you want 1, but V-Skill 2, that fireball charge, buff to combos, pressure, screen control, all sorts of stuff.
Like it.
Yeah, it's quite good.
We've got Sacco waiting in the wings to step up. We've got Mr. Crimson versus MOV waiting to step up as well. I told you, this is where it all gets super exciting. We're going to be winding our way down from 96 to 8 today, and it is going to be Street Fighter on this channel all the way through till close. You get at least another 5 hours of action. Oh, it's going to be good.
Well, Momochi comes into this year's EVO Japan as last year's champion.
That's right.
Yeah, he won last year. He played Zeku and Colleen in doing so. And that's Momochi. He shows up for those big moments.
Won TGS as well, right? Japan Cup? Can't remember. In my old age, I forget these things.
Oh yeah, it's not easy.
Big Bird lost to someone. I just want to see the character select screen. Who we got?
I'm very curious. Colleen would make sense. Ken. We saw him play Zeku. Like I said, he won EVO Japan in part with Zeku last time.
Zeku is right up there as well, I have to say.
What do we got? It's not going to be those.
Keeping us off
It's not going to be that guy, although I'd love to see it. Will it be poison? For either of them? Will you say poison? Momochi poison?
This is new to me.
Oh, Momochi poison.
Okay.
Wow. Now Poison is definitely strong.
I've been spending all my time watching these Day2 streams, these Tokido streams.
Yeah.
I have not seen this.
No, me neither. The guild costume of your That's hilarious. Yeah, but Poison's really good. Look, she was strong last season. I think that became clear as the season went on. Of course, IDOM won Capcom Cup in part with Poison. And then she got buffed.
Justin definitely believes in this character as well.
Yeah, I think she's very good. Very good character. And great in a lot of ways. I mean, quite versatile. Nothing that's the invincible get off me move, but great mid-range. Does have good pressure, pretty consistent plus frames in there.
I feel like if you get in on Poison, you deserve what you get for that.
And she still has a 3-frame button.
Yeah. But her neutral control and her anti-airs, she's got so many reliable anti-airs.
Yes.
And of course the V-skill too. I feel like that makes her a complete character, but specifically of the anti-air situations, she can use the cartwheel if she wants to get a mix-up. It allows her to get out of the corner as well if you jump at her in the corner for the side switch.
Momochi Poise, man, I'm still still happy to see this. He's always been somebody who's willing to experiment with characters.
I mean, I'm not. I wanted to see some Ken.
I'm sorry, buddy.
She didn't choose to use the cartwheel to get out, but the back throw. And of course, this V-Trigger 1 does so much damage if you manage to land a clean hit.
I already used Molotov, but now with Super, it's actually hard for Yusei to move. Any closer in and on reaction, well, not anymore, but that Super on reaction is great. He got thrown out of the EX overhead? Is that what happened?
Yes. Okay.
I haven't seen that happen before. Okay, wow.
No, I wonder what frame that's airborne. If it isn't even airborne.
Yeah, I just assumed maybe that it was airborne. Okay, EX.
Learning things. As I said, it's a new season, it's a new version of the game, and we are watching and learning things just as you are at home. As Ryusei runs this corner pressure, the Quarrel Punch whiffs. No, doesn't get the proper whiff punish on that missed-based knee.
Yeah, that sweep, or not the sweep, but the down fierce is -11. Pretty bad.
Yeah, nice follow-up. Low forward activate is probably one of her best activations.
I like this movement.
Uh-oh.
And Ryusei, seal it. Not enough.
Oh, there is the
very difficult to deal with that situation. Okay, well, what do you think about Poison? We're going to stay here? We're going to move on?
Ryusei looks pretty comfortable. He didn't look too bothered. There was a big drop, though. He tried to whip punish the violent knee. Got the one jab, didn't get the second.
Oh, he's already locked in.
Also, Momochi's involved in this Poison relationship. Okay.
So there's nothing about being airborne in the frame data on that move. Yeah, I just assumed. How about that? Oh, never mind. No, it's from the 8th frame. From the 8th frame, it's airborne. Misread the frame data right there. So back to Poison. I really do believe in Poison. And I feel like this could be a matchup where she can really harass well. She's great at trading through fireballs. She's great at controlling the sort of horizontal stage.
I mean, I feel like if you play Dalsim, you should really be playing Poison.
100%. Yeah. There are 3 Dalsims in the game, and he's the worst of them. And I think Poison is the best. Oh, that's actually not plus on hit, I don't think. Yep, it's -1 on it. Gotcha, Gears. But this is what I'm talking about, that great horizontal range.
Nice, ready with the reaction.
Been buffed. Oh, no.
What was that?
He may have wanted to do that behind the mirror, but the mirror ended up going away. Here, Ryusei.
Oh,
no. That was the chance. That was the chance. Now it's going to be tougher.
Yeah, so that V reversal of Poison's particularly bad. Oh, she's dead. That V reversal is particularly bad because on block it actually sucks them in towards you. So it puts her in a really bad situation. And Ryusei made the most of it, kind of hits. Did that without the V trigger.
That's right, yeah.
So it was a very impressive combat there from Ryusei.
That's match point for him.
Yep.
Tries to step in. I really like the movement right now. He's very consistent, and he's been backing Momochi up.
Very difficult to predict his dashes. There you go again. Nice counter hit conversion as well. The corner is there. Cashes out the Sierra. It's not going to be dead.
So what does Momochi go for? Just patience. Here we go. Ryusei immediately.
Oh, my days! What's the mix-up?
Wow.
Oh, and Ryusei with the mirror. That is still one of the best V-triggers in the game. And look how happy he is to take that over Momochi.
Wow, that V-trigger activation was super interesting timing. Momochi just clearly did not expect it.
2 incredible comebacks from Ryusei in that last game to take that set.
Nice. Well, Momochi trying it out with Poison. Like I said, he's often been one to try out characters, right? He was one of the early people to use Colleen, for example, Zeku. Like he's always sort of been on the forefront of new characters. Not surprised to see him try it out with Poison, but it didn't quite seem like it was there in some ways.
No, he had a couple of situations where he dropped guaranteed punishes. But really, the comebacks from Ryusei were what really closed it out for him there. I loved his movement. His movement was really difficult to deal with, as with all top Urians. They utilize, you know, his dash range, his great low forwards, and a lot of the other tools that he has, knee drop. But there was a lot of whiffed knee drops that kind of went just begging for punishes that didn't really come.
That's true.
And you can't leave that damage on the table. It was very interesting to see him not really use that cartwheel as well. There's a couple of times when he could have anti-aired and got out of the corner. He didn't. Didn't really hurt him in the first game. But yeah, definitely still a work in progress, I feel, that Poison. Who we got up next? We've got Inaba against Sako. There he is.
Sako. Now, I've heard tell that Sako...
for Kage.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I've heard tell that he is planning to main Kage.
I'm praying for Kage. Man, that's still pretty good, though.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, that's what I've heard, that he's planning to main Kage and that he might counterpick in other situations, you know, in certain matchups maybe, but that in general, that's the plan. And he, of course, played that character at such a high level already last season. You know, he was already stronger at that than, well, just about anybody else, when Kage was not considered very strong.
Yeah.
And now Kage got some buffs.
He's just a lot more reliable now.
Right.
A lot more reliable. Better Oki, better low forward, forward fierce, forcing stand on hit. Just a lot more reliable.
Yeah.
And the V-Skill 2 gives him a little bit of extra range as well.
Right.
And a safe move that he can kind of throw out. Really interesting to see who Inaba's using. I've seen him use Yurin and Blanca before.
Okay.
So I'm not sure who he's going for this season. That's why EVO Japan is always such a fascinating tournament. No, not because of the high caliber of players here, but it's early in the season. It's pre-Pro Tour.
Right.
People are happy to come down and experiment and show off new stuff. We saw that with Momochi. Didn't work out for him. Let's see who we get. Is it going to be Kage? Blanca's not a good pick for Kage, I can tell you that.
No?
No, Blanca still absolutely beats up Shotos of all varieties.
I really believe in Blanca this season. I think he's very strong.
And of course, it's still a character that there's not a huge amount of familiarity with in general.
Yeah. Yeah, not common to see. But good movement, some great pressure tools, one of the better robbery V-triggers. He's got a lot going for him.
I feel like a lot of players kind of only put time into really studying and researching characters that they know they're going to see a lot of.
Sure.
And Blanca's just not on that list.
Yeah, right.
It's not on that list of characters that you think, yeah, you know what, I'm going to go to this Premier tournament and I need to be ready for Blanca. No.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
But this season, so many viable characters out there. We're going to see a lot of people caught unawares.
It's a big test. You know, once Seth comes out next month, we're going to have 40 characters in the game.
Oh,
and to be able to know each matchup.
Looks so exciting.
Yeah, a sentence nobody said 2 months ago that had never been said before Capcom Cup. Seth looks cool. Seth looks very interesting.
I always like Seth in SFV.
All right, come on.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, all right.
It's pretty cool.
It's a small club, and you're in it.
I mean, we did have the best in the world.
Yeah, you did.
I always enjoyed watching him play Ruthless players. That was hilarious.
But to know 40 characters at a competitive level, it's not going to be easy.
Exactly. And this game is so much about awareness as well. Situational awareness.
What do we got?
It is Urian for Inaba, and looks like Sako is not giving us a... So it's the opposite.
It's always a treat to watch anyway.
It's the opposite of what we wanted, but we get great matches anyway.
Yeah. I still really enjoy watching Manat, especially Sako's Manat. The things that he can do with Trigger are unparalleled.
V-Skill 2 for Inaba's Urian. V-Skill 1 though for... Man, I'm not really a big fan of a V-Skill 2. The spiral, I don't think it's great.
So I always like watching Sako's Manat for not just the V-Trigger, but his movement with the character in general. I always think it's really cool. He's very active. It's not like a slow kind of Manat. It's much more about dancing around, setting out the orb all the time. Anyway, in the meantime, he's done nothing for 10 seconds. Sometimes that happens on commentary. You can't be sure. But that is often what he does. He's often very active.
Nice anti-air. Ooh.
And he is checking Inaba right now, who would love to activate V-Skill too, but is just not getting a good chance. And hasn't been able to. There it is. Nope. Never mind. You got to complete that animation.
Really hard for him to get V-Skill 2 off in this matchup.
I'm not sure that's worth the trade. Maybe at full life for both characters, but not now. There he is, forces the situation. Can he put the punish? Not quite. Too early on the grab, and that is going to be tough. Okay, forces it yet again.
Doesn't get a follow-up chariot tackle.
Still alive, actually.
It's a good trade for Sako, but that life deficit is starting to come back. One more guess. What's it going to be? Wake up short.
Sako just did not let that happen. I mean, the threat looked like it was going to be walk-up grab yet again, and Sako put the kibosh. Okay, that's a nice little moment. Oh, okay. Sent it sailing back. Coast to coast.
Nice, that time he was in range to get the follow-up on that combo.
Mounting a little bit of pressure, Sako. This is more the style that I'm accustomed to seeing, but that maybe because that V-Skill 2 is already active.
That neutral jump was sick. Or jump back, sorry.
Wow, okay, challenges.
Yeah, causes him to lose that charge, that fireball, that cross counter. Caught him in the middle of the animation.
Looking for the hit confirm into super right now.
He wanted the activate off that EX Chariot. Sako is just keeping him pinned down. He's not giving him that space to activate that V-Trigger at all. Ooh, there we go.
And he's got to make this count.
No, and again, he doesn't get the follow-up. I'm not sure what the exact
super
punish
here.
is.
Wake up super. No.
Yeah.
That probably would have been canceled into super right there. So Sako ends up doing it very strongly. I love his distance game in this matchup. Though he's playing, it's perfect.
This is their first win.
I'm not sure what the punish is on that V reversal because he's going for crouch medium punch.
Yeah.
And then the second mirror isn't linking.
It hasn't
anywhere.
comboed.
Yeah, so not sure what he can do there. Certainly not going to have charge.
Well, back to the character select, it looks like. And will we get the character that we had discussed before? Blanca?
Or perhaps something new, who knows?
Currently 1-0. Okay, Ibuki.
Let's pick a top tier.
And in. Yeah, Ibuki's still good. Still a good character. And which V-Skill did he go for? I actually wasn't paying attention. Because the V-Skill 2 seems very interesting. I really like seeing some of the combos and mix-ups you can do with it.
Yeah, I really like it. And I think it's good against Manak. She doesn't have a lot of wake-up options, but we'll see. Yeah, it is V-Skill 2.
Okay.
Going to have to hold that schmix. Caltrops on the floor.
On the other hand, it's not going to be quite as easy to just stick it out there in this matchup.
Oh, absolutely.
Right, but Manak's going to definitely shut that side of things down. Oh, and it's the V-Skill 2 pick from Sako. Okay. Oh no, that might have been the mind of a V-Skill 1 usage right there. For Ibuki, trying to back up a little bit. Yeah, it's just not going to work that way.
It's not a good trade. It doesn't do damage at all.
Right. Trying to hit confirm into V-Trigger 2, which, by the way, now is punishable if you just do it on block. Although I don't know how credible Manat's punish is going to be for that.
All right, here we go.
Nice. Dealing some great stun. He's got more pressure here. Looking for the fences. And Sako with V-Trigger 2. I just assumed it was V-Trigger 1. I didn't even look.
Yeah, too busy looking at what Inabe was using.
Wow, we have 2 V-Trigger 2
Two
and
Knights
V-Skill 2.
running.
That's crazy.
Inabe showing a little bit of inexperience there. Although I see some of the most experienced Ibukis make that mistake now and then when they run out of kunais, try and throw it still. That awkward moment when you realize.
Yeah. And now, just like in the last game versus Irene, Sako stuck it out there and just was waiting for Ibuki to move. No, that's tiny damage. Oh, she'll land on it. Nothing. Probably missed air between eye there. Here it is. Yeah, and now Inabe's in. Just not for long though. Sako seems like so ready to get everything going here. Activation point. To V-Trigger 2.
Ooh, that did chunks.
Oh, that should be it. Yeah, it was going to be it anyway. He had everything on lock. Sako does it. 2-0.
And we get to watch that super animation.
Sako looking very strong. His little smile. I love the bemused Sako smile. The little half smile. That's like the biggest that his smile gets. The little half one.
He's just amused.
Yeah.
A little bit amused.
Yeah.
Never really looks ecstatic, but
no.
just...
yeah. Oh, man. Okay, so coming up next, we're going to have
looking forward to this one.
AS Monaco Mr. Crimson versus Graph MOV.
And you might be mistaken to think I'm really looking forward to this because Mr. Crimson European.
Okay.
But I want to see MOV's Chun-Li this season. Because he put so much work, he really innovated with that character. From day dot, did so much with that, made her look incredibly strong outside of her ridiculous normals that she had. He was making the most of everything with her, the dash up, instant air legs.
Right.
He's got a bunch of other tools now, and of course he's got that third strike background, so the hit confirm pull low forward is going to be coming into play as well.
Oh, yeah.
He was always hitting that anyway into spinning bird kicks. So I'm really looking forward to seeing it in MOV because he kind of fell off. He didn't qualify for Capcom Cup, of course. Right. Kind of fell off the radar with Chun-Li. Tried a couple other characters out. His Ibuki wasn't really saying much either. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he brings here in Season 5 with Chun.
She's looking
if
so
he's
strong.
even still using Chun, because I think he should be.
Yeah,
but
if
I don't
MLB is not using this Chun-Li, I haven't seen it either. Yeah, but I got to assume that it's going to be Chun. That said, Mr. Crimson on Dalsum, I think there's many matches where I wouldn't want to play Dalsum. But Chun, I do feel like is a matchup that Dalsum can handle pretty well.
Yeah, just in that neutral range.
Yeah.
She can't just abuse her buttons.
No, and jumping is a little slow for her. He can get anti-airs on that. So while I do think there are many matches where Dalsum's in trouble, this is a matchup that I think is fine. So honestly, one of the luckier draws maybe that Crimson could have gotten, as tough as MLV is going to be.
But then he just might pick Ibuki and jump it in and
definitely might.
Him to death.
Definitely might, yeah.
But we shall see.
Crimson did a lot of traveling towards the end of last year.
Yeah, he was picked up by AS Monaco, which is a football team in France. And they've got a very, very good esports department. They also support Wawa, the Dragon Ball FighterZ player who broke out. And I think they've got another player here whose name I can't remember, another player in the tournament. But yeah, a very, very well-established football team in the Principality of Monaco.
Okay. I've been there. That was pretty nice.
It's lovely. Fair bit of money there.
Yeah, a little bit of money there. So these are the characters that I was hoping to see. Dalsum, of course, only one selectable V-skill.
Unless you did a Mokov.
Yeah.
Frosty, or even Saban the other week. He's putting in some work with that V-skill too. Yeah, it's a rare occasion where you want to give up float, right?
Right. It's just it's so integral to the game plan for Dalsum. It's integral in neutral and in pressure and in escaping. It's got so much going on. So MOV
just
using the big jump roundhouse. That dangling jump in the roundhouse there. Okay, huge call as well from Crimson.
I think if any of these characters has only one selectable V skill, it's probably Chun-Li, because her V skill 2 is rubbish.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. That is tough.
Unfortunately. But that stun racking up.
Yeah, and you can see MOV knows that he's just holding out. But medium kicks for days, it's medium.
Yeah, he just wants to keep that stun there. He doesn't want that stun to wear off yet. Just poking away with those medium kicks so that stun could not work its way down.
If you're blocking, your stun does not go down.
Exactly. And he wasn't very predictable with the double medium kicks. Obviously, if you block a medium kick, you can generally interrupt it with your crush counter button, and it will beat the start of the second one.
We did see MOV try that, the Fierce right there, back Fierce a couple of times. It has not worked yet. There it is. Here's the jump in, only the block. MOV's in business now. Crimson battling. This is one of the matchups, like I said, where Sim can throw out buttons on the ground without being too concerned that Chun's going to jump in his face and kill him for it.
Yeah, she's not that kind of character, is she?
Nice. Into what?
Oh, that was nice. And the fire damage on top.
Oh, that puts
Nice
himself
block.
in the corner, though. Was it worth it? Lovely escape.
Oh, the Gale catches it.
Screwed up the Gale. And MOV.
MOV has everything he needs. One touch.
Same
He
for
just needs
Crimson.
to get inside of that
But he
range.
did it. It's punishable, buddy. It was the low, right? He walked into the range where overhead low is the mix-up. But Chun just punishes the Fierce.
Oh, he threw it away.
It didn't need to happen like that.
Final round.
But MOV very aware and took it.
Yes. As he said, just edged inside that range.
Lovely Fierce time from MOV. Okay, here it is. Pressure.
Yes, caught reaching. Using that V skill to get the corner carry.
Oh, boy.
Build a little bit of gauge.
Lovely timing. Only the short, though. No combo out of that. Man, his floats have been really nice. Float into EXKO. So this is where Sim wants to be. He wants to be right here. In the mid-range.
No, dashes straight into buttons. Oh!
That's going to do it. No! Uh-oh! Will he risk the overhead low again? No!
Oh, he did!
Oh, boy! I'm worried about Crimson. Here comes
Oh,
MOV.
my word.
Who
He
needs
can get
one hit. One hit. And he found it. No!
Oh, my God,
did
the
it
sniper.
again. Can you believe he went for the instant overhead? Or
Yeah.
low again. The guts. The guts. But
Could Chun could have
extremely
done-
close.
Could Chun have done raw C8 after the V-Trigger 2 in the corner? Juggle.
Round one.
Not sure. He looks really pissed with himself.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, no whiff punish on the drill.
Oh. She's got a nice punish for that. That's good.
Yeah, MOV going for that back fierce a lot. Just trying to catch something.
Lovely timing on that one.
Oh, dear. Just a single low fierce.
Yeah, he's a little worried about the range on that.
That's a great V reversal.
Very slow, safe play out of Crimson. Again, this is exactly where Dalsum has the control. Woo! Great range by MOV, but to what end? Yeah, he's really struggling to find something here. Crimson took the throw. That's what they tell you to do.
Yeah, he's got such a life lead here. No need to make a risk. Oh,
But
that was
he did.
naughty.
He did. It was jump forward even. Oh, match point Crimson.
Fight.
Gotta make
Yeah,
this
and that
count.
crush counter gets him in as well, which is the big thing. That's what he's fishing for. He needs to get in. He's finding it very difficult to traverse. Oh! The counter hit links.
He went for the mix-up. Okay, MOV.
That's a highlight reel.
Okay,
Oh,
MOV.
that is a highlight reel. Clip that right now and put that on Twitter. MOV showing off.
Final round.
And looking for the instant overhead stomp on the way up there was Crimson. That was a beautiful round by MOV. great timing. It was actually perfect. And now MOV's here. This is where he needs to be.
Yes,
Easy
gets
link,
him
he
with
didn't
that
get
EX. Oh, he interrupts when he was on the verge of stun. That's really brave, active defense from Mr. Crimson.
Great call, timing.
That EX fireball, and again, that back fierce cross counter into the knockdown gets him in. But the V reversal puts that space again.
Oh no! Oh,
my
huge!
days!
Floats right over, gives up super.
Crimson a set point.
Might as well just spend EX now, he says. Would he go for the mix-up yet again?
Oh,
Doesn't want to
that's
see
a
it.
great V reversal. Walks
He
forward.
did it! He did! Oh no!
Oh.
MOV, what a capitalization to take that.
Chun-Li wins.
Crimson guessed right on closing out 3 rounds. Finally, he was wrong. And MOV saves its set point and levels it up 1-1. We're going into a third and final game. What a nice back and forward set this is, and you can really see a lot of matchup specific knowledge from both of these players. Oh, just too far away. The legs blocked and punished.
A button out of MLB. That's a situation where Dawson has a lot of advantage. Oh, wow.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, teleports out of the corner. Rarely seen. Now Crimson harassing with the medium kick. Trying to not be too busy so that he can anti-air, as you just saw. Here he is, though.
Catches something there from NOV, and the stun is racking up again.
Great link. MOV's got his pressure going. Now it's Sim's turn. Oh, tried it! Tried it again. He knows he just needs one thing to get back in.
He is tempting fate, leaving these limbs.
Oh no, MOV, come on. I'm sorry, Crimson has been trying that so much. MOV would love to find his opportunity here. There's the shield on the way in.
Yeah, the slide underneath. He was ready for that jump forward. It's a really difficult situation for MOV as well, because he was just on the verge of getting V-trigger, which would have given him a situation where he would have been able to get in and be plus nice. Standing light punch, checks the air legs. Trades anti-air, but again, building that space, there's a punish.
And again, she's got a nice one, does not have to wait for him to land. Easier time.
Yeah, uses the V reversal and spends the bar, then teleports out, gets him out of the corner. That's a great use of resources there from Crimson. Uh-oh.
The knockdown, one of the nicer buffs in the game right there.
Yeah, that's a really significant buff there.
Chose pressure, yes! Into, oh, he was hoping to see a quick riser back roll.
Smart.
Neither one came. Great magic knowledge right there by MLB. Ooh. And he takes it. Look at this. We're going down to the final round.
Final round. Fight.
Both very knowledgeable players. Both have found a lot of opportunities. You know, both have dropped some stuff as well.
Oh my word,
Super close.
I've just seen the next match on deck. Oh, I love it. All right, here we go. Final round, and Mr. Crimson has a significant life lead here. Catches something again. That drill's caught a lot of buttons from MOV.
It's a more forward pressure kind of style out of Crimson.
It's now he is in.
Dashing in. This is what Chun needed to do. She just needed to bypass the wall of Dawson. Now she's got the corner. Oh,
That's
perfect.
a great slide right in between the gap. And look at all that fire damage coming off. Oh!
That was the X. No more super now. MLB's in big trouble. Big trouble. Will he try? He did it again. He gets punished again.
Oh my word, is he gonna lose?
Could Crimson die because of the overhead low game?
Oh, EV reversals, but he's not out of there. Oh, the guard break.
EX, yes, he uses it. He tried it again.
No,
it was too far. It was too far.
Oh, and he walks into the fire of Mr. Crimson. Look how much it means to him. MOV with the mistake. Tried to walk
get
forward
under.
and block. Yeah, I don't know what he did, but he got clipped.
Just tried to get under the fire, and he wasn't quite there.
Second win.
Man, that was a nail biter. And I feel like a big part of it was that Crimson put himself in these situations where he could have taken the round, but you didn't need to be in a situation where you also could have lost.
Why can Dalsim players not stop themselves from teleporting in? They can't help it.
You know,
really can't.
there's a teleport there. I mean, it's in the moves list, right? Oh, that and the stand fierce low or the jump back jab or jump medium overhead. That got him.
That stand fierce.
That was in trouble.
He was like that far away from getting the low forward punish.
Oh boy. Oh. It didn't need to be like that, but okay, Crimson ends up taking it.
Not good for either of those players, heart, but it was really enjoyable to watch. I hope you enjoyed it so far as well. As I said, we're in round 3. The big boys are coming out to play, and, well, there's not many bigger names in this tournament. One of the favorites, there he is, Tokido, and look who he's going up against.
The reveal.
There he is, Itobashi Zangief. This could be a top 8 match, but no, it's round 3 of pools.
So, Tokido seems to have dropped Akuma. And he's been working on Chun and he's been working on Urien. That's what I've seen him when I've watched him stream.
He looks like he is having a world of fun with Urien, I have to say. I hope he uses Urien today.
He's a very inventive player. And although Urien's been explored a lot, I've already seen some stuff from him that you rarely see out of other players with that character. Especially with the new V-skill, too. And for Itazan, he could be Geef, could be Abigail. He's been playing both. We do have an update for you. It's pretty significant in terms of bracket results.
Yeah, so Daigo has been eliminated from the tournament. He was sent to losers early on by Naun, the Akuma player, as you said, the number 2 ranked online player.
Yep.
He has now been eliminated by Haku. Which one's SNB Haku? That is the Fang, right?
I believe that's the Fang.
Yeah.
Daigo out.
Tokido's teammate, of course, on SFO. Sako beat Kazunoko earlier on. Tokido beat Haitani earlier on to get here.
Okay.
Nemo beat Choo Choo. How did we not get that mirror?
Yeah.
Gunfight beat Kichipamu.
Okay, wow.
Machabo over Johnny. Trashbox over John Takeuchi. Infiltration over Fujimura. That's quite a massive result for him. Who else have we got in here? And MOV beat Gachikun to get to Mr. Crimson in that match as well. So, yeah, you can find loads more results, of course, on Smash GG. It's been updated as we go along. Shout out to Visum, GTO Kira, for updating me on some of those. But we are getting into this one. This is a winner's final of round 3 pools. It could be a top 8 match at any premier in the world. But here at EVO Japan, it's a pools match.
Yeah, right.
Tokido.
So Tokido, you said beat Haitani.
Yes.
And Itazan beat Kiyoti to get here. So, like I said, I just don't know which characters to expect out of either of these two. Could be Urien, could be Chun, could be Zangief, could be Abigail. I've seen both of them working on each of those 2 characters.
Urien
and Abigail. Okay, okay. Both very strong. I think a lot of people would put these in about the top 5 right now, somewhere around there.
They need to give him that blue Urien.
The classic blue.
They need to give him the Smurf Urien.
The lore is if you think this is the first time Tokido's ever used Urien, you are wrong. He used Urien in Third Strike early on, and he helped bring the idea of Aegis Reflector mix-ups and unblockables into the US, where we were plebes, we didn't know about it.
Round 1.
We thought the mirror wasn't that great. What do you do with this mirror? I don't know. You loop unblockables on people, it turns out. It was pretty good.
Nice, standing medium punch. Buffer. Tries to dash in and steal some frames, but Itazan saying no.
In my experience with this, I feel like it's a pretty even matchup. I like this from both characters' sides. They certainly have a lot of great things to say for both of them. Good pressure, good movement. Both have nice counters.
That was really good patience as well from Tokido.
Still got to deal with it. Wow, he sat under it? What? Did you see that? That was bizarre looking.
That was shades of high tiger shot going through Hugo's face.
Right, yeah. Just coded to not hit crouchers. Wow.
Look how low to the ground he is.
It's a very important mix-up as Abigail. Jump roundhouse versus jump fierce. They have to be anti-air, pretty different timings and locations. Okay, knees. Abigail can parry that, but you saw he was busy.
Takes the Oki. Oh, it wasn't ready. There's the baby toss. That was very delayed.
Lovely jump, but not too much. They both have super now. Here comes Tokido. Into pretty light. Trying it again. Oh, boy, it's gonna work.
What?
And a big head knot comes out of Itazan. Yeah, that's quite an unconventional timing.
Yeah. Let me just block the jump ins, and then I'll CA instead. I mean, fair enough. Double dash back throw.
It's a funky Urian, man. This movement's very unusual.
Yeah, he dashes a lot.
Yeah. Very dash heavy.
Uh-oh.
Tokido in trouble. He does have mirror, but can he get it?
Oh! And there it is, the stun.
What a call from Itazan.
Rubbing his hands, look at that.
Abigail
It is a little chilly in here. Yeah, that movement is a little funky from Tokido. I like it. It really worked out in his favor sometimes. Other times, though, his backdashing kind of moved himself towards the corner, and Itazan took advantage of that. Dashes in.
Yeah, it doesn't very comfortable. Yeah, that cancel specifically into the flip, not being challenged. There's the anti-air. Takes the chariot tackle.
A little too far for anything else there for Itazan.
Dashes again. He wants to start. Yeah. Wow. So he put the medium punch out, got crush counter for his troubles. He's kind of trying to maintain that range at which he can whiff punish with his stand medium into the chariot tackle. But as you really correctly pointed out, he's just putting himself in the corner, and Itazan is making the most of that.
Threatens the jump. And, you know, I understand trying to challenge that EX run. You got to do something about it, right? You can't just sit there. But unfortunately for Tokido, he has made the wrong guesses quite a few times. Dang, that space is so strong. And he doesn't actually move backwards to make that happen. Slight back step before the
Back in
stance
the
strong.
corner again, and he is getting bullied. Nice whiff punishes with the EX, and he gets the forward throw. Interesting. Counter hit pushes him a little bit too far away to get the follow-up medium. Itazan swinging for the fences, but he gets punished.
Still got it.
Not really seeing many of the...
Nice.
Not really seeing a lot of mirror mix-ups from Tokido. He's kind of just taking the situation and then taking the reliable Oki rather than looking for resets and big burst damage.
It seems like, in particular, he wants to get the corner back for himself. He's done the side switch a couple of
That's
times
unfortunate.
God, those jabs. I mean, that's a nightmare for almost everybody in that situation. Okay! Itazan was ready, and now stun is on deck, and if it happens, oh, it's going to happen.
What an interruption.
His range is so good.
Staring down the barrel of a 2-0. Oh, almost got a trade combo off that.
That would have been cool. Yes, here it is. But Tokido has a lot more work to do.
And again, he takes that corner back with the V reversal. Wow, catches him. And the jab. Itazan lets out a laugh.
Abigail wins.
Sends Tokido to losers. That was winners final. So Tokido still advanced into semi-finals?
Into semis, yeah, you're right.
Round 3?
That's right, it's 3 out of each pool.
So many rounds.
No, you're right, you're right.
Yeah, so he doesn't have to play a losers final, so he will be in semi-finals coming up a little bit later on today. But Itazan advances in winners, and he looked incredibly comfortable. I'm not sure whether that was more a case of Tokido being a little bit uncomfortable because his strategy really just pinned him in.
Yeah.
It looked like he wasn't comfortable at ranges.
Yeah.
And he wasn't picking the right opportunities to interrupt as well.
We didn't quite see the anti-airs, right? We didn't see extremely strong Aegis mix-ups. And yeah,
we saw a lot of backdashes. We saw lots of block giant flips.
Again, I like the movement out of Urians. It's very important to making Urian work is to move in a kind of unconventional way.
Yeah. But you need to move forward as well.
Indeed you do.
Sometimes.
We didn't see quite as much of that. But I really liked how Itazan walked around. His jab spacing was fantastic. I loved when he walked slightly backwards out of some of Urian's pressure to get the stand strong as a whip punish. That was great. You know, this is a character he's been using. He got to Capcom Cup Grand Finals a year and a half ago for it, right? So it's not a new thing for him. He's very well practiced with it. Looking really good.
And he advances into winners. We are going to continue. We've got a loser semi-final match. So this is a qualification match. Okay, so this is Fudo Haku, not the other Haku.
Right.
Did say the other one earlier, but I now see that has changed. So this is not the Haku that eliminated Daigo.
No.
He's gone up against Gachikun, who was sent to losers by MOV, I believe.
Okay, here it is. Just spent some time trying to look up the pool. Yeah, MOV, as you said. So Anton eliminated Naun. Naun's gone.
Oh, wow.
And this is the Haku who beat Daigo, but
what?
It's the other. This is not the Fang, because I know what the Fang player looks like. I mean, according to the bracket right here, SNB
Oh,
Haku.
SFV Shinobiism, I guess.
So this is
Shinobiism,
actually SNB Haku, not Fudo Haku?
Yes. No, it is Fudo Haku because he's wearing the Fudo shirt, but SMB, I presume, stands for Shinobiism. It must be, which is also Momochi's organization.
Yeah.
He's wearing the Fudo shirt.
Yeah, you're right.
Who's he using now? Guile? Yeah. Wonder if that was a mirror match against Daigo.
Come on!
Oh, wow.
That would have been hype. Well, it's a Guile mirror match, so it wouldn't have been hype. But it would certainly been a show for the books.
So what do we got? Do we have V-Skill 1, probably Rashid?
Gachikun, I saw Gachikun messing around with V-Skill 2 a lot online.
Yeah, I saw that as well. But I
testing
think this is a matchup where you would play V-Skill 1. Guile has just, I mean, his anti-air is a flash kick. You know what I mean? He doesn't care if it's a cross-up or not. Yeah, V-Skill 1.
Fight!
V-Skill 2, though, from Guile, which Guile seems to be having a load of fun with.
It's super good. I mean, just the idea of it is amazing.
It's almost impossible to DP that on reaction as well.
It's super tough, yeah.
You have to be looking for it. There's no way you're actually playing a neutral game and DPing that V-Skill 2 if he throws it out.
Of course, it can be unsafe if you do too close, but farther away,
yeah, half screen away, it's mad plus, and you can actually link crash and medium punch on here if he's far away enough.
So Haku with the life lead.
He gets new combos as well, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Off of upside down kick.
Oh, he tried anti-air crouching Chris. You can see it start, but just wasn't in time. Now Gachikun has the corner. He backs off.
Trying to bait something with that whip throw. There's the activation. All right, he's going to have to take the gas.
Yes.
No, he got the charge in time. He
That was
can't do
awesome.
that.
That was so good by Haku. Just throwing up the little booms.
Yeah.
And now he's trying to react. You can see it. Holding the down back for sure. And I'm very surprised they got you to actually try it. Why did you try it? You knew what he was doing.
Haku, look at that stone cold face.
What reactions right there out of the young man.
And that was preemptive. That was what he was looking for.
Oh,
he set that up specifically. But against a former Capcom Cup champion, to have the composure to execute it as well.
Chance for pressure. Interesting. Uh-huh. There he is.
No,
he's tried. He's tried. Just
that
doesn't
work. So I don't know what happened there. Like he hit a dash or something.
Much better round by Gachikun. A lot of control there.
Yep, takes his turn after that. That was a lovely walk under. Oh!
And it does stun just barely. I mean, it actually might not have been what he wanted. No, he'll need more. Haku gives up trigger. I understand trying to get rid of pressure, but boy, to give up the trigger at this point, tough. Okay. Has the corner now. But to what end? Blink it.
Okay, the comeback is on. He presses his 3-frame after that.
Oh! But Haku actually has battled back, and now he finds the red combo. That's going to be super, and it's going to be the game. Oh! Is that enough, actually? Oh, it was.
Was that enhanced? He was in V-Trigger, right?
He was.
Yeah, you can't do anything about that. So when they do equal spike into CA in V-Trigger 2, you can't V-reversal it. Only in V-Trigger 2.
I just wasn't convinced that it was going to be a kill, but he knows the life better than I do.
Yeah, he's still a lightweight, Guile. Not up there with the thousands, I believe.
So game one, he's got the corner already. Burst the speed here.
Jeez. Nice. No whirlwind shot for you.
I think they actually did buff that for Guile, didn't they? Did they make his anti-projectile flash kick a little bit better, a little bit more range?
Jump light kick. Nice.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's V-Skill 1 usage in this matchup. I feel like you'll take that sweep if you're Gachikun to get out of the corner.
Yeah, just get out of there.
Yeah.
All right, V-Trigger is on deck. Here we go. What loops have we got?
Nice. What a call out.
The big gamble from Gachikun. Haku pumping the brakes, backing off.
Making a great showing. What a block. Slowly pushing here. Yes. Gachikun pretty patient. Oh, perfect jump timing.
Very fortunate there for Gachikun.
Gachikun has solved both of the V-Skill uses we've seen. And he links it. He's got the corner. It's so hard to give up that roll. I gotta tell you, conversions are so strong out of it. V-Trigger is still there. And Haku did make a pretty nice comeback previously. Not all the way, but pretty well. Yeah, he can do it.
He hasn't got anywhere near the amount of gauge that he had, though, previously.
That's right. Trying to be conservative about using this. Gachikun just out of there. There it is.
Dashes out as well.
You know, V-Skill 2 is tricky for sure.
Yeah.
But V-Skill 1, the utility is so great. It's just hard to give it up.
Yeah, you give up so much not using that V-Skill 1. And most of the Rashids that I've spoken to or seen talk about it on social media, I know Big Bird was very much in favor of the benefits of V-Skill 1, and certainly the mix-up potential that you get from V-Skill 2 is great, but
yeah. But I mean, you solve Guile's zoning in a real way with V-Skill 1.
And a corner carry of that situation as well.
Haku trying to bait. That's what the grab was about.
Gets him out of the corner though, at least.
And Gachikun's done a really good job of hanging out at about this range. Well, a little bit further. That was actually Haku coming into that range to blow it up. And he successfully did so.
I like that because it gives him the life lead.
Yeah, it does. Can he get there? No. And Haku's not even holding charge. There's just no point in having to go.
Ooh,
there it is.
Air throw.
Crouching jab interrupts. What? Gachikun. Oh, boy. Oh, he tried to jump away. No. And Gachikun does it.
Rashid win.
And boy, you could really see it on Haku's face. That is a big disappointment in the way that ended.
He interrupted the corner whirlwind pressure really well in the first game. He got him with a flash kick once. He jumped out with a jump light kick in a later round as well. But there, just got caught by the EX, and that was it for him. Gachikun advances. Was that a loser's match?
That was a
yes, it was.
match, yeah.
So unfortunately, Haku out of the tournament as well. So after eliminating Daigo, Haku himself is out, and Naun as well. So both the players that beat Daigo are also out of the tournament. And there's many more players that are going to be dropping like flies as we just race through these brackets. We're in round 3. We've got semi-finals coming up soon. We're going all the way down to a final 8. The top 8 will be tomorrow, but there's going to be a lot of players dropping. If you want to stay up to date, because we're going to be obviously calling the action here in front of us, but you can be updated on Smash GG. Just search for EVO Japan 2020 and you'll be able to see the brackets. David typing in some of the information we've got coming up. Next on the stream, we have got Jobin and Unsung, so that's probably going to be Nikali against Zeku. And Zeku is another character that just completely got away scot-free in this season balance patch. And I think he is up there for one of the strongest characters in the game right now.
Sure, I agree with that. Winner of this will play against Fujimura.
Oh, so this is a loser's bracket match?
Yeah, this is the loser's side.
We saw Fujimura play yesterday using Chun. I wonder if he's putting all of his time into Chun now.
I don't know, but I think Chun and Ibuki is a really nice pairing.
He did come out and say at Red Bull Kumite that doesn't think Ibuki's strong and
like she probably can't win a big tournament,
can't win a big tournament, especially not Red Bull Kumite. She could never win that.
No, can't be done. Of course he did, if you are not familiar with the situation.
Dripping in sarcasm.
Yep.
Jobin been representing with Nikali, but really made himself famous with his Street Fighter 4 Ryu.
Little zany.
Wonder if he's been trying out Ryu in this edition of the game. He's a lot better now as well.
He is. But if you were a Nikali player last season, I mean, you stick around, right?
Yes.
You know, he's quite strong.
I mean, even if you were a Nikali player a couple of seasons ago,
never been a bad character.
You'd probably come back as well, much like Phenom has. He's having a world of fun with the puke.
Yeah, the puke's cool. It allows for a lot of very interesting situations. But even beyond that, EX Stomp now being plus on block means that you can more easily create situations. And for a character who has pretty stubby limbs, to be able to continue pressure, you know, sort of take more turns than before, very helpful.
Yeah, he didn't really use his EX moves. That's why they ended up holding on to CA so often, because, I mean, you get maybe a jab punish into EX Stomp, EXDP if you needed it, but maybe EX command grab in a situation for the mix-up. But to be able to spend a bar in your block string and continue your turn is really, really good.
Yes, agreed.
Definitely helps a character that has got so many good medium buttons to press in that situation at +2. And once you start having to respect those buttons, that's when you can start using the command grab, his slow command grab. So yeah, that's a really good change. I really like that change.
Oh yeah, it's good.
Up against Unsung, who I presume is still using Zeku. There's no reason not to.
Sure. They slightly nerfed young Zeku, and then they buffed old Zeku.
I mean, what did they say? They changed the active range on the light kick.
Yeah, it wasn't anything too major.
No.
And old Zeku, now crouching midi kick is cancelable.
It's super easy to
and
confirm.
And it's confirmable.
Well.
Yes.
Super easy to confirm.
Yes. Yeah, so he's lining up with Zeku. Yeah, he hasn't locked in. Jobin called for refs to come over to get some situation fixed.
Check out the sound.
Okay, got a little nod. Zeku, and which V skill? What do we got?
I imagine it's V skill 1.
Yeah, V skill 1. And the Kali V skill 1 as well.
V skill 1 for the Kali as well.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the standard loadout. V skill 1, V trigger 2.
Yeah.
For the bad breath.
Yeah.
There's actually really interesting setups with the puke and the V skill 1 jump move.
The stomp, yeah. Yeah, the launch. I don't know what to call that.
I don't know.
I've never actually seen anybody use it, but maybe this season we will. With the puke,
there was
that
literally no reason to use it at any point. That's why they all use V trigger 2,
right?
Because that jump's neither an overhead, you can't combo into it. It's punishable and block. Yeah, it's, but hey, if you can corpse hop, get a nice mix up with that V skill.
Look at this man moving in. That's a very confident link.
Oh yeah,
the additional crouching fierce crush counter that just causes the regular knockdown now. The crumple knockdown.
Oh, rather than the launch.
The launch, yeah. Or is that stand pierce? It's one of the two pierces. Here he is. Activates.
Oh, the bait, and that's
Jobin
going to
goes
be
for
stunned.
DP.
And around. He gambled the whole round on that DP.
Of course, Jobin, the reputation of being willing to do that kind of stuff, take the big risks where other people would not. And that's how he's been playing. You know, it's not a new thing, so the reputation certainly precedes him.
He loved the heavy Shoryuken in his day. Runs up, takes the pressure, forward throw that time.
Sticking out sweep, just
Yeah, he needs to watch out for that crouch and medium punch buffer. You can't just whiff sweep at that range against Zeku.
Great
Nice anti-air with a Zonto.
And now threatening for confirming the sleeper the Jobin. Okay, yeah, that's stand pierce. There you go. That's a really nice buff. Much more consistent damage output as a result. Unsung trying to react to a dash. You can see it in his playstyle right now. That he's keeping himself free. So he's not busy. But Jobin has used that to really back his opponent into the corner.
Yeah, freeze time.
No!
And he goes forwards.
Oh. Wow.
And he's going to die for it. That buff damage in V-trigger.
No.
What?
Hold on. Uh-oh. Okay, stand short.
Jeez. Season 5, we're going to see a lot more situations like that where we misjudge the health remedy with these health buffs, but I couldn't have been closer to being right if I tried.
Okay. Okay. All right, buddy. Come on. Are you serious? Come on. What a jerk.
I love it.
That was beautiful. Great understanding of what his opponent was going to do.
Nice composure though, Unsung. Not being put off by this. Yo, that hit super late. Oh, this is going to hurt. Look at the stun. Back throw for the stun. Oh, back throw would have got it. But he's going to get caught anyway.
Going to be enough.
Palm.
Better be right, Ryan. Are you right?
No.
No. Okay.
That scared a lot.
Well, we were wrong a couple times, but I thought he was dead too, dude. I thought it was over as well. So Unsung takes
Oh yeah, there was a V-trigger activation in between the stun.
Ah, okay.
Shout out to scaling. Jobin.
Round 1. Fight.
Yeah, he had some nice stuff. I love that series with the Seismo fears. That was great. But in the end, Unsung took it.
Yeah, just showing really good composure, not being put off by those antics.
It's been a very solid style. Yeah, he's anti-aired great. He's really just pressured well when he's had the chances.
Yeah,
and he hasn't freaked out when he's on defense.
Yeah. He's managed to anti-air with the Zonto even when he's using the delayed dive kick. So that's fortunate for him. Oh, it's the throw.
Nice.
Yeah, thought there was a command grab come in. What stood up? Scoops.
Classic Nikali mix-up. He's got 3 frame traps for you right there.
Round 2.
So Jobin looked good. See if he can keep it up. And we've seen Young. Yeah, there it is. So immediately into Young, as soon as he had a chance. And tried to double dash. He was looking for the back roll. Didn't come.
It's the corner carry. That was a great punish.
Okay. Wow.
Tries to air the EX scoop. Yeah, that back roll animation of Zeku, even though they fixed the timing, it's still really difficult to see. Oh, and he gets counter hit again by the crouch medium punch. And that's the round. Getting counter hit by Zeku medium punch is one of the most painful things in this game. Because you're eating 60% stun off that combo.
Right.
And he's right in your face afterwards.
Match point Unsung.
And Jobin is super active on Wake Up. He is not being discouraged, even.
Yo! Unsung with the good knowledge. So ready.
Nice counter hit conversion, the interruption with the jab.
And that range right there has actually been really nice for Jobin.
Catches the back dash. Oh no, unfortunate.
Yeah, not sure why. Activates. And now he would love the dash, but Unsung, the way he's been playing, he looks so ready for that kind of movement. Changes as soon as he can. Again, the anti-air.
To the shoulder and the throw.
And Jobin's in big trouble.
Oh,
what a
my
chop!
days!
The intention was to come in for shoulder into the chip kill super.
Right. He can afford to even take a command grab of this situation. He's not going to die. Yeah, he's still alive.
Did he get out of the way? That's the only question.
Oh,
no!
He went for it. Yeah, his hand was back. He went for another scoop.
He did. He had already committed. I'm sorry, Nick Hawley, one of the few situations, or characters in that situation, to be able to backdash just so far, but that would have required that he do it in advance. And instead, he had decided to do a command grab, and that was that.
Drunk on power. That was a loser's bracket match, so that does mean that Jobin is out of the tournament. Unsung advances into semis. We're going to take a very short break.
Can we talk about how Crusher and Kichipamu are going to be playing on stream in just a little bit?
And you're going to be in the crowd.
I will be in the crowd. I'm not going to be on commentary for that. So stick around for that. Also, Momochi, Knuckle-Dew, and Powell Nishikin are going to be coming up soon. Stick around for all that stuff.
It's going to be incredible. Don't go anywhere. EVO Japan 2020.